Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Stephanie Mills, a famous American soul artist, has scratched her name in music history with a wonderful total assets of almost $2 million, with a famous profession traversing many years. Factories has enraptured crowds overall with her entrancing vocals and evident ability as a youngster. Wonder she left on a venture that would launch her to fame, making a permanent imprint on the music industry. Factories ascend PR strength started with her enrapturing exhibitions in Broadway musicals, where her excellent abilities accumulated far-reaching acknowledgement. It was during this time that she astoundingly got triumph at the Apollo Theatre Novice Night on 6 separate events, hardening her status as a rising star. Anyway, it was her depiction of Dorothy in the first Broadway creation of the Marvel that really moved her into the spotlight. This earth-shattering melodic variation of The Wizard of Oz, highlighting an African-American cast, exhibited Plant's tremendous ability and gathered basic praise. Rated from her fruitful dramatic undertakings, Stephanie Factories has likewise cut out a thriving performance vocation with a line of outline-besting hits that have left an permanent effect on the music outlines melodies. For example, Home, Never Realized Love Like This Previously, and I Feel Great. Everywhere have become songs of praise of their time, resounding with audience members and exhibiting Mills' extraordinary vocal reach and profound profundity, perceived as one of the most compelling soul and R&B artists of her age. Factories has gotten various awards all through her vocation. Her uncommon ability has been recognized with 2 Grammy grants, 6 American Music grants, and 2 NAACP Picture grants, highlighting her monstrous commitment to the music scene and expansion to these renowned distinctions. She has been accepted into the loved R&B lobby of notoriety, a demonstration of her persevering influence on the class. Moreover, her star on the notorious Hollywood stroll of popularity fills in as a super durable image of her striking accomplishments and persevering heritage. Stephanie Mills was brought into the world on April 22, 1957, by Joseph and Christine Mills in the lively neighborhood of Bedford, St. Brooklyn. Having experienced childhood in a Baptist family, Mills fostered an enthusiasm for music at an early age and displayed her vocal ability by singing gospel tunes at the Foundation Baptist Church in Brooklyn. It was apparent from the start that Mills had a striking ability that would soon enrapture crowds overall. At the youthful age of 9, Mills left on her proficient profession, making her presentation in the Broadway melodic Maggie Flynn Anyway. It was her momentous accomplishment at the Apollo Theater's amateur hour that genuinely denoted the start of her climb to fame at only 11 years of age. Mills astoundingly won this eminent ability rivalry for 6 back-to-back weeks, an accomplishment that exhibited her remarkable capacities and made way for her future achievement. The youthful wonder's ability grabbed the eye of the Isley siblings, who welcomed Factories to turn into their initial demonstration. This opportunity furnished her with important openness and set position as a rising star in the music business. In 1973, Factories endorsed with Vital Records under the direction of Michael Barbo, bringing about the arrival of her presentation single, I Realized It Was Love. Regardless of this beginning introduction to the music scene, Mills attempted to make business progress anyway. Destiny looked favorably on her when Suzanne Dieck, an unmistakable figure in the media outlet, suggested Mills to mow down. This prompted her marking with the notorious name, denoting a huge defining moment in her profession. Tragically, her initial 2 collections with Mo neglected to have a massive effect, inciting Mills to head out in different directions. From the name in 1976, Factories' advancement at long last showed up at the point when she got the job of Dorothy in the exceptional acclaimed Broadway melodic The Star. This historic creation, which included an African-American cast, collected 7 Tony Grants and pushed Mills into the spotlight. One of the champion snapshots of the melodic was Plant's version of the powerful tune Home, an exhibition that would later be shrouded by Diana Ross in the film transformation of The Star. 3 years after the fact, in 1979, Mills endorsed with 20th Century Fox Records, a move that ended up being a game-changer for her profession. Embracing the sound of the disco period, Mills saw as her specialty and recorded a progression of fruitful tunes, including Put Your Body In It, You Can Move Past, and What Chaw Gonna Do With My Lovin'. It was her collection, How Chaw Going to Manage My Lovin', that acquired her the sought-after gold record status implying her most memorable first significant business win, expanding on her freshly discovered achievement. Mills delivered Sweet Sensation in 1980, which highlighted her hit single Never Realized Love. V Like This. The melody arrived at number 12 on the ER&B graphs, number 6 on the pop outlines, and an amazing number 4 on the UK singles outline, setting her status as a worldwide sensation. In the accompanying year, Mills worked together with Teddy Pendergrass on the collection Stephanie, which incorporated the graph-besting Two Parts Harmony and Two Hearts in 1983. Stephanie Mills disclosed her exceptionally expected collection feeling, which displayed her flexibility as a craftsman. The collection highlighted a dazzling front of Sovereign's hit tune Why You Don't Call Me Any Longer and presented Factory's first dance diagram hit Pilot Blunder, which took off to number 3 on the outlines. This denoted a critical achievement for Plant's profession, setting her situation as an awe-inspiring phenomenon in the American music scene. The next year, Factory's accomplished one more victory with her third UK hit, The Medication Melody. Moving to number 29 on the graphs, the tune's prosperity stretched past the UK as it arrived at number 1 on the US dance diagram and got the 8th spot on the R&B diagram. Factory's non-stop outline-beating accomplishments were a demonstration of her getting through prominence and certain ability in an outstanding revisitation of her foundations. Mills made that big appearance by and by on May 24, 1984, to star in a visiting restoration of the Virtuoso, although the recovery had a brief run. Mills' rejection of the famous job of Dorothy permitted crowds to observe her excellent presentation abilities and reaffirmed her association with the adored melodic Factory's melodic ability stretched out past her performance attempts, as her recording of Little by Little topics from Fletch was conspicuously highlighted in the Chevy Pursue film Fletch in 1985. The tune influenced the diagrams, arriving at number 52 on the Hot R&B Hip Bounce singles, and tracks graph number 78 on the Bulletin Hot 100 and an amazing number 15 on the dance graph. Factory's capacity to charm crowds with her strong vocals and emotive conveyance set her standing as an adaptable craftsman equipped for overcoming different types. Of the zenith of Factory's achievement showed up in 1986 with her version of I Have Figured Out How to Regard the Force of Adoration, composed by Angela Winbush. The tune took off to the highest point of the R&B singles diagram, checking Mills' first number 1 hit on that diagram. This accomplishment established her status as an imposing presence in the music industry in 1987. Mills delivered her next collection on the off chance that I Were Your Lady under the MSEA Records mark to which she was presently marked. The collection exhibited Factory's imaginativeness and included hits, for example, The Solace of a Man and the title track, a piercing front of her Dearest Exemplary from The Wonder. Moreover, Mills teamed up with Angela Winbush once again on a tune named Something in the Way You Cause Me to Feel, which became another platinum record in her renowned lifetime. Proceeding with her imaginative excursion, Mills recorded one last collection, Something Genuine, in 1992, preceding heading out in different directions from MSEA Records. She also pleased crowds with a Christmas collection during this period in 1993. Factory's repeated her job as Dorothy in The Marvel, again displaying her persevering association with the famous melodic. Anyway, this restoration had a restricted run, finishing after only 28 exhibitions in 1994. Mills delivered an enamoring live gospel recording named Individual Inspiration on Gospel-Driven Records, exhibiting her noteworthy ability and unflinching confidence. This spirit-mixing collection further set Factory's standing as a craftsman equipped for rising above types. Furthermore, interfacing with audience members on a more profound level in 1997, Stephanie Mills became the dominant focal point in a pivotal creation of Stephen Schwartz's Kids of Eden in New Jersey. Schwartz himself hailed this creation as a definitive interpretation of the show and a demonstration of Factory's surprising ability. The cast recording SAD from this creation noticeably included Factory's dazzling vocals, permitting crowds to savor her entrancing execution after break. Mills made a victorious revisitation of the music scene with the free delivery of Brought Into the World, for this on August 3, 2004. This collection, delivered on Development Records in the UK, denoted her rebound after a very long-term non-attendance. Thanks for watching this video.